welcome back to another episode of Last Elder Survival. Today we're squeaky clean and we're ready for some adventure that we got in store for everybody out there today. Hopefully everyone's having an absolutely incredible day, and we got something absolutely ridiculous that we're gonna be doing today as well. I think y'all already know what I'm talking about. There is we got something real good in store for y'all, along with, of course, a raid that we are going to be going out on my buddy Emod over there. Although by the end of the raid, I don't know if he's going to be my buddy anymore, since I will have blown into his base and taken things. But that's a problem for a little bit later as we do continue our daily raiding shenanigans. Obviously, this one, we're getting a little bit of revenge so we can get our skulls back up to 4 and hopefully continue getting revenge raids every day, because revenge raids are like free raids pretty much. And being at 4 skulls maximizes the odds of us getting that free stuff. And speaking of free stuff, I talked to my buddy the healer. The healer, he healed me up good. He gave me this strange meat. I may or may not have salmonella, but I also hit 20% harder with melee weapons, which is a big part of why we got a lot of melee weapons, especially because with this, our saw blade mace does 72 damage a pop, and our modded machete goes up to 45 damage. It has the power of a sledgehammer with the speed, well, of a machete, which is pretty freaking fast. And 49737 is gonna be the code for today to go ahead and get in a bunker alpha, where we're gonna be saying hello to our buddy the blind one, and well, getting ourselves a little bit of loot as well. But if that code is out of date by the time you are trying to put it in, make sure to check that comment section down below. Phone up today version brought to you by the fan freaking tastic community here at the Snipe Gang. And if you're not seeing it down below, you could be the fan freaking tastic lad and lassie to go ahead and toss it down there and be of help to anyone who might be in need of that magical sequence of numbers. And we here at the amazing community known as the Snipe Gang always do our best to help everyone out, because I mean, I'm just trying to be a positive fellow over here. I'm always trying to spread some positivity, hopefully some well wishes, and like I'm saying, hopefully you guys are having an absolutely incredible day that only does keep on getting better, whether that be from the video bringing you a smile, bringing you a giggle, anything or everything like that. Does not matter to me how a little bit of a giggle, a smile, laughter, anything might be able to make its way towards you. Does not have to be my video by any means. I'm just crossing my fingers that hopefully a little bit of funniness and just joy can come your way, because everyone deserves some joy. Except, of course, these fellers known as the Jambies. We take out the Jambies with the utmost of ferocity, and look at that, man, that 45 damage that I was talking about, and some crates with decent loot. I've seen better back in my day. I don't know really what's different back in my day. I'm opening crates. That's actually exactly what we did back in our day. We got ourselves an AK though, which is one of the, honestly, probably one of my favorite pulls out of these bunker crates, because we blew through our AK supply like crazy doing our bunker bravo runs to build up our ATVs. So more than happy to grab them. Definitely stockpiling on these caps, because well, I'm also gonna hop into this military armor, because I'd rather save my SWAT armor for some of the tougher stuff. I'm sorry, I know I'm talking smack about the blind one over here, but I'm sorry, blind one, all right? I've seen some cookies tougher than you, all right? Nothing like a good almond cookie, maybe a good, maybe like a good biscuit, you know, like, sorry, blind one, okay? To be fair, I could probably also murder an almond cookie with a pistol or something, but well, that wouldn't just be right, because almond cookies are also delicious. So blind one, I'm sorry, you don't exactly look like the most delicious lad in the universe. I hate to say it, man. Or even if you, oh, he survived. That's good. Or even if you do, it's, you know, I just don't know if you're a match for the good old-fashioned almond cookie. That thing is gas. And speaking of it, check it out. Now, in hard mode, these enemies do take less damage, but we can do 20 per hit and 37 per critical, which is a pretty powerful wombo combo for doing this the melee way. And obviously, we do also have our special abilities for our melee weapons. The machete, of course, has the tendon rip, which, I don't know really if there's a description of it. I think we might have to go back to, like, whatchamacallit, the gun bench or whatever to show a description. But long story short, what it allows us to do is, well, pretty much a ridiculous amount of damage in a very small period of time. And all right, let's try and take out this toxic spitter with one fell swoop. There you go, and he goes down. No, but the, the tendon rip's really nifty because it literally slows down the enemy's attacks by like 20%, so not too shabby. And let's go and get ourselves a sneak attack and then saw him in half. Wow, that did not do as much damage as I was hoping. And then let's try to bring out the machete. Oh, that's not gonna work! Okay, I thought maybe we could do that peacefully, and by peacefully I mean killing him before he had the babies. Unfortunately, I am sorry, the babies were born. I might be a good real person doctor, but I'm not a good zombie doctor because actually no, I think it might be the opposite way around. I would not want to be a doctor for a real person. Like, I'm sorry. Woo! I like that. I guess saying sorry gets us military notebooks. No, I'm sorry, y'all. I would not want to be a doctor. I would horribly mess something up. Someone would be like, "Guy, look at my ankle. It's so sprained." I'd be like, "Yep, that's a dislocated elbow right there." Sir, I'm pointing at my ankle. Listen, I'm a doctor. All right, that is most definitely an elbow if I've ever seen one. We're not going to be able to sneak attack this toxic spitter, but we'll saw him in half, and that was not enough to do the trick, but that's okay. We'll make do, and then, dude, it might be time for us to take down the other feller there, the blind one. I don't know why I always forget his name. You know, I promise I'm not just trying to be a douche canoe to him, man. My douche canoe usually just involves killing them, you know, just outright. No games involved. Woo! Besides last day on Earth, of course. Lol. And okay, why don't we get into the slow-mo over there using that special ability so these guys attack us a little bit slower. And wow! They didn't drop a darn thing. They did. We still got some band-aids, though. Why is so much gun oil? Like, I don't mind the gun oil, but can I get the hard mode items that I could trade in for a floppy disk, please? That would be much more highly appreciated, you know? But all right, let's go ahead and open that doorway over there, and let's pop open this computer, take down the blind one, and then, lads and lassies, we got that that glorious, the delicious new newness that I was talking about. That y'all are gonna like what I got in store for y'all. Long story short, now here's the thing: we got a lot in store for our buddy, the blind one. I probably want to activate our barrel roll skill. That's gonna be a bit more helpful than sneaky deakying around and. YOLO, let's hope for the best. Oh, what a blind one. Yes, do your hits on me. Doing our special ability might not be the best move here because a blind one, regardless, he has to get 5 hits off on us before he then proceeds to run into the wall like that big brain. There he is. Let's saw him in half and then bring out the machete for the rest of the damage. Not as powerful as doing it with a gun, I do admit, but the fact that we were able to just do 150 damage while he was stunned and taking more damage due to the fact that he was stunned was absolutely glorious. And like, there's the perfect cooldown for our saw blade mace, which is actually an awesome little detail. No sneaky snacks today, my friend. But yeah, it's like between every charge, there's the perfect amount of time for our saw blade mace ability to actually recharge, since every active skill mod does require a bit of a recharge timer, and that is glorious news, so we can hopefully maximize the damage that we output to this feller right over here. And we're outputting some decent stuff, man. I mean, we're doing about, I'd say 150 per wall smash, a smish. I am blind one. Bleh. But yeah, seriously, it's like the perfect amount of time to do that. Oh, nice. We're doing 36 damage a pop there. That's a lot more in line with what I want to see. And no sneaky snacks. We are timing it so well today because he literally only gets that 10 health before he then proceeds to, well, get interrupted by the alarm. To be honest, man, if there's a fire alarm going off and I was in the middle of eating my dinner, yeet, I'm just gonna say I would probably not care. I would just continue eating, man. Like, listen, man. One time actually, what was it? I think that actually happened at whatchamacallit, last year's apartment over here down at college. Literally. Okay, come on, let's get that saw blade mace attack in. Literally, like, I remember I was in the middle of just like eating up some food, and then the fire alarm starts going off, and I'm like, there's been a lot of fire alarm drills in this past week. I'm just gonna finish this burrito real quickly, you know? And all right, let's get that saw blade mace hit. That was a little bit more spaced out, but it doesn't matter. Goodbye to the blind one, and hello to that scrumptious loot he's got in store for us. And yeah, y'all, check it out. About, like, used half of the saw blade mace, half the machete. That's efficiency right there. We didn't have to go through 7 first aid kits, however, which is not always the best thing. But, I mean, besides that, we took out about half the durability on our armor, but yeah, y'all, I love when the healer actually offers us this freaking melee buff. Like, whenever he offers us this melee buff, it's a melee type of day. honestly, that's just one I love saving my melee weapons for, because it turns the machete into a really powerful tool. The fact that it does 45 damage a pop is way better, because normally it does a really awkward 38 damage a pop, which is kind of poopy because a lot of enemies have health that's a multiple of 40. So like 40, 80, 240, 300, you know, it's like pretty close to being a multiple of 80. I know 300 isn't, but it's like kind of there, right? So just being able to do 45 damage is so much better because like it reduces the amount of hits we got to do, usually by like at least one, sometimes more for some of the stronger enemies. And just in general, especially when we start going into like harder areas, like for example, hard mode, where a lot of the zombies have like armor and stuff like that. It's also a big help because just any type of extra damage you could do is obviously highly appreciated when your damage is almost like cut in half or something. And dude, we're making some good progress over here on our next floppy disk. I think the next time we murderate the blind one, we'll be able to lootalate the floppy disk. Now let's just go and grab the rest of some goodies from here. Mainly, let's swap back into the good armor. Let's bring that on. I will leave that ticket behind for now, No worries, I come back for it. And all in all, yeah, I mean, our inventory is pretty full with, like, pretty much the best stuff that we could have got from there. Oh, let's not forget the laddies. Well, I'm just gonna hit this fast biter with the twofer. Bob. Boop. That's what I'm talking about, man. If we were using the normal machete, that would take 3 hits to do with the machete. Now it just does 2. Woo! Love some of what we're seeing here, especially this hammer. It's hammer time. Unfortunately, it is not hammer time. I will come back for you, hammer. Just because my inventory is kind of full. And, I mean, we gotta come back here anyway. There's a little bit of loot that we are leaving behind. And you know me, I don't like to leave behind the loot. But unfortunately, our backpack does not have infinite storage space. If it did, A, I'm pretty sure my back would snap in half by now. And B, I don't know about B, but my back would definitely break by now, and I don't know how, like, we would even use our inventory. We'd have to, like, scroll in our inventory or something to get to the bottom of where we want to go. But speaking of backpacks, boom! This is that newness that I was talking about that I think you boys and girls are going to love. In today's development section, we're going to show you some stylish backpacks which will appear in Season 5. They'll add a little bit of personality to every survivor and definitely make you stand out of the horde of zombies. And what we are seeing is exactly that. This was posted by the developers just a few hours ago, and whoo, baby, that backpack on the right has me intrigued. We are seeing what appears to be 2 entirely new types of backpacks. Now, this means one of 2 things. Number 1, we are going to get even more storage slots in our inventory somehow, and one of these might maybe even be bigger than that, because honestly, that backpack on the right is a corresponding CBRN, a CBRN backpack from the CBRN armor. I'll actually go on home and show off what I'm talking about here in a second, but that coincided with the CBRN armor, which was only possible to get from level 40 of the Season 4 Battle Pass. I'm assuming though, since this is going to be coming in Season 5, we'll probably get another opportunity to get that CBRN armor, hopefully some kind of in-game way besides the Battle Pass as well. So the potential things that these backpacks could be, like I'm saying, potentially an expansion of inventory space, in which case I could definitely see the one on the right being the bigger backpack with potentially 20 slots, or just a new type of backpack in general. Maybe this backpack will actually give us some protection. And speaking of that, again, the backpack on the right could definitely fit that description. It has the radioactive symbol, similar to like the hazmat armor, and especially the CBRN armor, which is again borderline. The reason I'm really focusing on the one on the right, we'll get to the one on the left, is that the one on the right is indisputably the best type of armor in the game. I think it's pretty much on par with Kevlar, maybe slightly worse, but it gives you radiation protection as well. If you have this on, you are about to smack Bunker Bravo upside the bloody head, lads, I tell you. It is definitely going to be a fun time, and it is definitely the rarest. It has only been possible to get once, and one time only. Kevlar armor, there have been a lot of opportunities so far. Relative to that, we definitely would not mind more Kevlar opportunities though. Just putting that out there. So either it's going to be an expansion of inventory space, in which case we get a revamp of the inventory screen and potentially up to 20 slots. Potentially it'll actually give us a boost to radiation, for example. Like we can like further protect from radiation due to the fact that that's literally like a radioactive backpack, and maybe like backpacks will start giving stats depending on how good they are. Or another possibility, and something that I've been wanting to see for a while, is that these could actually be backpack skins. And this could be something awesome that I really hope, if this is the case, I hope this is the beginning of just the surface, just scratching the surface of what this could do. And just an overall incorporating skins into Last Day on Earth, not just armor, but literally skins that you can apply to your armor, because there are some very cool types of armors out there, some of which I'll actually go ahead and show off in a little bit. But a lot of these armors are extremely rare, and they're normal armor. So once they break, they're gone. And with how rare these armors are, and they're not exactly known for being the most protective, they're just known for looking cool, it's kind of poopy because you end up not using those and instead just usually sticking into like the green military armor, black SWAT armor, etc., because they are so much more common. Now, this could be the beginning of us finally being able to, instead of just strictly having armor, having skins for our armor, so then we could apply, like, for example, on the left, that motorcycle tracksuit, or like jumpsuit, whatever you want to call it. Instead of having to wear that, and as we take hits, it'll actually slowly break. Imagine if instead we can just make SWAT armor look like the armor on the left. That could be huge, because then there could actually be variety in how you look while not having to worry about literally destroying your own variety. You know what I'm saying? So that's definitely why this is potentially a big deal, but probably the main focus of the image itself. I just wanted to break that down because that is very well what it could be meaning. But whatchamacallit, by the looks of it, this might potentially be that we'll be able to apply skins to backpacks, in which case we could get a little bit of swag on the backpacks. And on the right, we're obviously seeing, I love the one on the right, man. I definitely want to get that one on the right. And it looks like it's going to be just, it's pretty much looks like a tactical backpack with some cool yellow tints, and of course that radioactive, not radioactive. No, that's the radioactive sign. Yeah, I was gonna say biohazard. No, that's radioactive. And the radioactive symbol on it just looks incredibly cool. Then on the left, we have what appears to be a kitty backpack, you know, a little bit of a cat backpack. And it does work pretty well with that tracksuit that she's wearing, jumpsuit. And hopefully, like I'm saying with this skin thing in general, this is a sign of us being able to use skins, in which case we could make our tactical armor look like the armor on the left, equip a kitty backpack, which would be a skin applied to our backpack, and look like that. And then ideally maybe get the kitty chopper too and be riding the head around to really just have the full like pink red type effect and color scheme going on. But yeah, just like a little bit of a kitty backpack over there on the left. I don't know if it's going to be specifically only applicable to the smaller backpack, because you boys and girls can see the backpack on the left looks way smaller than the one on the right. So I don't know if you're gonna have to apply specific skins for specific types of armor, or it'll just transform whatever backpack you're wearing, regardless of which one it is, into looking exactly like that. But there's a little bit of a breakdown of those backpacks and exactly what they might mean. And season 5, dude, is just looking like such a big improvement. We're getting a gladiator arena. We're getting the freaking mortar, dude. We are going to be able to utilize a mortar in some fashion, not to mention what appears to be an abandoned cave of some sort. New Year trials, obviously, just like the new season in general. I think I'm forgetting something too. I think there's even more. I think there's, oh, zombie bears. It's looking like there's going to be a lot, significantly better than season 4. Definitely one of the better seasons that we've got thus far. And I'm looking forward to it. Now, speaking of that armor that I was talking about, this is what I'm saying, right? We have armor over here that looks really cool, like the fisherman's hat. They actually have a lot of armor. Freaking St. Patty's Day hats. We got the motorcycle helmets like I was talking about. Our Chinese New Year armor. And even like Under Armour shirts, right? Or like the tank tops. Like, and we just don't wear them. You know why? Because I don't want to break them. Hopefully we could get some melee weapon skins too and like make something look like a backpack for a melee weapon, you know? Like, I don't know, man, but I really hope that that is like exactly what this like means moving forward. Because that would be huge. Because then, you know, if we have some SWAT armor, so we have a lot more armor, but we make it look like a fisherman's hat, for example, right? Like, it has 7 armor instead. So instead of having to like even like potentially put on poopy armor that you would never want to put on unless you're just trying to look cool. Like, you can't wear this into battle because like it's just kind of a waste. So this could definitely be a big innovation, and season 5 continues looking better and better. And I am absolutely loving it. So yeah, there we have today's breakdown of this brand new look at season 5 as we continue inching closer and closer towards it, and it's just looking more and more promising with lots of different additions. And I'm really looking forward to getting that backpack on the right, dude, because that is looking really freaking cool. But let me know what you boys and girls think about these backpacks, what you guys think it might mean. Like I'm saying, that this could be the beginning of a dedicated skin system for every piece of wearable in the game. Maybe even armor, not even armor, maybe even weapons as well. I already mentioned armor. Yeah, let me know what you boys and girls think about that, what y'all think about what I was bringing up and all that, because like there's definitely quite a little bit to take away, and a lot of it is some pretty freaking cool stuff. So make sure to let me know in that comment section down below. And a reminder that comment is going to put you 1/3 of the way into the weekly $25 at your touch Play Store gift card giveaway. All you gotta do as well is make sure to like button, make sure to subscribe, that'll ensure you win on today's video. Y'all can go ahead and enter in on every single last day on Earth's video. When Saturday rolls around, we'll pick a random video for the past week, pick a random comment from that random video, and that's what we do for the week. It'll kick off a new weekly giveaway that exact same Saturday as well, so make sure you stay tuned with that notification bell to stay up to date with every single video y'all can enter in on for that weekly giveaway. Not to mention all the other dope survival games going up on the channel as well, of which there are many, that some of which we're starting like pretty much brand new series on. Y'all should definitely catch up on them, you know, check out a video, see what you think of it, because the series are getting juicy. 7 Days to Die open world survival adventure, completely open world, completely destructible. We gotta like build up a base, do tons of looting, just overall awesome stuff. And This Land Is My Land, where we're literally like a Native American tribe that is banding together, recruiting other tribes, expanding and upgrading our camps as we fight back against settlers that are kind of sort of douche canoes. But without further ado, enough of talking about that. Y'all should definitely go and check it out. Let's go and about a big bada boom our way into the loot room of today. And let's go ahead and see what these chests have in store for a little lad like me. But in addition to, of course, other games, let's not forget there is some zombies on the way. Let's back it up, back it up, back it up, back it up, and then try to double swoop that feller and take him out real nice and slow. There we go, just try to get a single hit off here and there. Maybe I should have worn my military armor, especially if I'm doing melee. I don't want this one to just get, oh, let's go, dodge our way out of there. I don't want this one to get like completely dinked up by the battles that we're getting into here. Let's go ahead and saw you in half. Lordy, that just did 204 damage. I love melee weapons. Oh, especially when we got that awesome little perk to help us out. Now hold on, I just want this subway base to regenerate so we can do a big hit on you, and then he has well, 2 hits, he's done. 1 hit, he's done. Bada boom, bada bing, and we're in business, baby. All right, and let's get back to looting up some of these chests before being rudely interrupted yet again. I just want to break into all of these so we can deal with the zombies first, and then sink our teeth into the wonderful loot that awaits. This tool was broken. Dang. What a bummer. It's okay though, I'm breaking the chest so it evens out, you know. Everything's even. Potato, potato, tomato, tomato, tornado, tornado. Everything is staying absolutely balanced. Thanos, woo, would be proud. I don't know if he'd be proud of that head going flying, but well, I'm proud of it. Definitely dope. All right, let's try to get a couple. Oh dude, not even a couple, just 1 hit a pop here. That's what happens too, man. When this thing gets a critical, I mean, it does over 80 damage, man. That is a powerful critical, to say the least. Let's go and get 1 more hit over here on the fast right there. And some saw blade mess on you. Boop. Oh my god, that 97 damage, man. When the criticals stack up, like, it's just a glorious thing to behold. And then let's use this machete, which does, by the way, 81 damage on a critical. We just saw that because he had more than 8. Like, the other criticals we got were on zombies with 80 health, so I wasn't sure if it did more. It does do more, slightly more. 81 instead of 80, like we were doing to some of the Vika zombies. Now then, now then, now then. The final chest will be broken into, and the loot will begin getting taken. What you got in store? 16 stone bricks. Okay, how about you? Oh, I didn't break that one. Okay, now let's get into it. And a rock. Oh, okay, bless up. This was starting to, like, I was losing a little bit of promise here with this. I was starting to get a little bit worried, but we found a couple redeeming items. Gun oil, always nifty. Aluminum, and especially the steel plates. Love to see those. 4 wrenches, low-key. Love to see that too, because wrenches can really be a pain to grab sometimes. And, well, I used to have a stockpile of them. Then I built a ton of, ooh, nice. Then I built a ton of turrets over at a little place known as Fort Moss during Season 3, and things all de-escalated. Not de-escalated. Ooh, and we got a pistol back. And things just escalated from there, and to my knowledge, that is actually the main loot room that this base has. So for the cost of 1 C4, this is what we're walking out of here with, and I mean, could be better, but at the same time, could be significantly worse. The fact that we got steel and wrenches, definitely a plus for me. I always love coming across steel. Pretty hard to go wrong if you ask me. Let's make our way over to the airdrop. We'll drive our way there and try to get some good stuff. And we could go fishing. Nah, no fishing today. I apologize. Let's just go try to loot up this airdrop over here and get the goods. But yeah, y'all, we're gonna be staying up to date with Season 5 as we continue learning more about it. And obviously, once the update itself does drop, expect videos. A lot of videos. But for now, expect murder. A lot of zombie murder. Actually, there is no zombies being murdered. Psych, we got a— oh, don't make me smell. You douche-cannon. I was gonna say we got a volunteer. He was a mean volunteer, though. He spit on me. Like, come on, dude. Why you do this? Woo! That is why I do this. That's why I come to the airdrop right there. Great chance of getting a Glock on your hands, plus some additional caps, which we broke down in one of the past videos. I think this week, actually. Going over why the caps might very well be a new currency system for a budding settlement at the gas station. Lots of big things going on in the last day on Earth World. Lots of cool teasers for what's coming in the immediate future of Season 5 and even beyond that. And all of which I cannot wait to continue checking out, exploring, and having a jolly good time with. But for today, obviously, we were exploring and having a jolly good time with Bunker Alpha, a little bit of a raid, and of course, what will hopefully be a new backpack that we will be donning once Season 5 dawns upon us. But with that said, with that note, that's gonna go to start wrapping it up for me for now. Thank you guys for holding for watching. Have yourselves an awesome one, and I'll talk to you in the next one. See you.